Hello everybody, welcome. We're back with Favorite and Rylea is determined to destroy what few bag spaces I have left.
It's my duty.
It doesn't have to be your duty.
Yes, it does.
Hi, FK!
Yes, hi, FK.
Okay, what are we doing tonight? We need to finish off Fates. I know that's for certain. Because we're so close on Kazuma Uka.
Yeah, I was figuring probably time to get back to Wachumeki Meki.
Okay, but I don't have the inventory for Wachumeki Meki!
And whose fault is that?
Come on, Kazuma Uka.
Are you sure you have the inventory for that?
No. Yeah, well, I hope everyone has had a lovely day today. Mine was fairly relaxing. We finally got our other housemate back home safe and sound, so that was good.
Mm-hmm. How's the panic sewing?
No panic sewing today. Planning on things.
Well, I know there was last night.
Yeah.
And since I was, like after I went to bed, that...
Okay. This is the wrong mount.
Maybe?
He's cute and all, but...
Hey, Drago!
Oh, we have fates to choose from.
Oh, good. I hope the day alone was not too bad, Drago. Fate. Is this to be my fate? Yeah, these guys are goofy looking.
Yeah, these guys are just so incredibly goofy looking. And they turn on a dime, kind of. The same way a aircraft carrier turns on a dime.
He likes me. Okay, yeah, I hadn't even seen what their mouths open like. That's even worse.
Yeah, these guys are kind of special.
Kind of. They're a lot special. Go away. I do not smell and taste delicious.
To answer your question, FK, there is no... Oh, very nice. There is no way to increase your normal bag space.
That's not what I wanted.
There is a way to increase your chocobo bag space and your retainer bag space. Some of it involves money, but not a lot.
As in
but
real world money.
but it does add up.
Yeah, and it's a monthly thing. And Drago, no worries. I kind of expected there would be some trouble with that, so yeah. Ooh, I have to level sync now.
Okay.
Down to 94. Ow.
Well, whose fault was that?
Bears. Either that or mine for pressing the level sync button.
You thought you could hide over in the corner there. No, 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 no!
He wanted no part of this.
But I want a part of him!
You're picking on a poor innocent bystander.
Who are eating all our friendly, Hanu reeds. That is not an innocent bystander.
He's innocent, he says. He's innocent.
That's what they all say. And there's mine.
So 2 more for me.
Fates can be a bunch of different things.
Yeah,
Fate.
they are random events in the world.
Mm-hmm. They're called fated active time event.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of forced. We'll forgive them.
Yeah. Yeah. They are a common idea amongst a lot of MMOs of this generation. I think the idea originates with the Rift events in Rift. That's certainly the earliest I saw them.
Which were way cool.
Yes. A little lacking, but as the first one out the gate, they did a good job.
Well, the main problem the Rift ones had was if the player base move on to a different section, they weren't scaling, so you didn't have enough people to do the big world, to trigger and do the big world events. And that actually was a conclusion of a lot of the zone stories.
But, you know, a lot of things after that have imitated it. I don't think SWTOR did anything like... No, they did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, SWTOR had something, I don't remember them very well. And, of course, one of the best versions is actually in Guild Wars 2.
Yes.
Because a lot of them have these nice little story bits before and after them where you'll get a play going on, explaining what's going on, and then it'll happen, and depending on whether or not the event succeeds or fails, there will often be sequel bits. It does run into the same problem to a lesser extent as the Rift events did. If an early zone just isn't populated by anyone at the moment, some areas of the map can kind of get semi-permanently overrun by the events.
Yeah.
But you can clean it up. And they do some nice story beats with them. They are, in general, very nice there. It's one of the few places where I've been going, I really hope developers are paying attention to how Guild Wars 2 did things, because there's a bunch of stuff they did right, and that was one of them.
Yeah. And they are officially working on a Guild Wars 3.
Yes.
To answer your question, FK, to get a second Chocobo bag slot, you need to download, install, and register the FF14 companion app.
No wonder I don't know about this.
That gets you one more bag section for your Chocobo. No, that costs no money. A subscription to the app does, but you can use the app without a subscription. It just unlocks a lot of special features. And I am not too enthused about the app, but downloading it just for the Chocobo bags is actually worth it. So
wait, this is not the Authenticator app?
No, this is separate.
Okay. Then I do not need to give the warning.
No, this is not for the Authenticator. The other way to increase retainer bag space is right now you can have 2 retainers for free.
Well, once you buy the game.
Once you buy the game. If you're on the free trial, you have no access to retainers.
Free market friend.
Nice. Let's go see if anything opened up at the gym store vendor.
Yes.
Now, retainers are how you are able to put stuff up on Market Board. And the reason why, as a free player, you do not have access to that, you can buy from Market Board, you just can't put anything up, is to try and put some sort of block against all the gold farmers.
Mm-hmm. But once you're on the regular paid account thing and everything, you get access to 2 retainers. Each one has an amount of inventory about equal to your characters. Then you can go on to Mog Station and basically purchase the right to have more retainers.
It's not a purchase. It's a subscription. It adds to your monthly bill. $2 per retainer, up to a total of 10 retainers. 11 if you were in 1.0. The 1.0 people got a free extra retainer.
Good for them. They went through a lot.
Yes, they did.
Oh, I got the 2 orchestration rolls, and I'm nearly out of my colored gemstones.
Yeah, I'm kind of hurting, but those were the main ones.
Yep. But I know there's also previous ones I have not gotten to.
Okay, we are done with that. We are done with Kazuma Uka for Fates entirely. So we can work on one of the other 5 next time.
Yes. Shall we go do some Wachumaki Maki?
I don't know if I have enough bag space. I have 3 slots. 3. Now we are doing the fishing one, so maybe I can squeak by if I'm lucky.
Yeah. Because we need to get those done.
I know, but bag space. Now, the main reason for the subscription for the retainers, it is $2 per retainer right now. If you, for some reason, want to forgo the subscription of the retainer, it just will be blocked off from you. But as soon as you re-up the subscription, all the stuff, including all the stuff in their bags, comes right back.
Oh, very good.
But a lot of it has to do with conserving server space.
Yeah.
Also, keep in mind we have quests waiting for us on the moon, and quests with the
Oh, right.
with the
I thought we did the other one.
Maybe.
Let's go check that, and if we've done it, which I think we have, let's go and do the ones on the moon. Save your inventory.
No, we're already here, and I'm in my fishing gear.
Okay.
But in general, the 4 big bag slots you've got right now is what you have for the entire game. Use it wisely. I have not. My bags. Hello, Donohano.
Scaling up demand. Just like you, Donohanu is awaiting Passionine's return.
I believe this was me, unfortunately.
Okay. Okay.
Passionine should be back at any moment, I'd wager. At least I hope so.
Apologies for the wait. I believe I've mastered my command over the King Puffer phantasms. Oh, right. This. Their spines were able to pierce a wooden mannequin with ease. We should go right through a giant toad. My rite of passage will demand much of me, however. I will need an arsenal of fish before attempting it. This is so wrong. Among my marks will be a gargantuan tortoise with a shell as hard as stone. Tell me, Donohanu, do you know of a fish sturdy enough to combat such a foe?
There is no fish sturdier than the Yokoi Pleco. Their scales are as good as armor. If armor were as good as their scales! You can find them in the waters, Hanu, and they can't resist a honeybee on the hook. Off you go! To Kazuma-uka with you! We just came from Kazuma-uka!
Of course. Thank you. I appreciate your help.
We just came from Kazuma-uka.
Try it with a versatile lure.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Go, go, versatile lure, go!
Mm-hmm.
Zoomy zoom! Zoom zoom zoom! I mean, I do love fishing, but, yeah, part of it is I spent a day gathering the mats so I can make collectibles, so I can turn them in, so I can earn the seals, so I can get the Mason's Abrasive.
Back at Mason's Abrasive.
Yes, back at Mason's Abrasive. And I got to where I needed to go, and I looked at the thing, and I went, I need to do something else. And it never got Because there's just so many materials to process. It's like, maybe I should macro this. I don't want to macro this, but maybe I should for my own sanity. I think we're fishing in the paddies. Or on the river. Let's see if we can fish in the paddies. Yes, we can fish in the paddies.
Really? Undiscovered fishing.
No, that's not what I wanted to...
Uzuma Uka Skipper. We want Yokoi Plicos.
I hit the wrong button.
Sorry. Exactly. Now something with a strong bite. Popo Sleeper.
Platter shell crab. Beneath its molten crustacean shell lies a hearty helping of delicious meat.
Well, the good news is there's only... Come on! Darn it. There's only 4 things you can fish up here, one of which is the rare. Platter shell. I guess we're after the rare one. No, that can't.
No, the fish we're
It's
after
just a
does
special
not
one?
show up on the fishing list.
Boo hiss.
Yokoi Placo!
So strong or weak bite?
Don't remember. Probably strong.
And you need 6.
Oh, we need Dang.
Yes. Which is going to be a problem because aren't they going to be collectible?
Oh, yeah, we should put our collectible gloves on. Yeah, that is going to be a problem. I don't have the inventory for this.
Yeah, I was starting to think about that.
Do you have at least 3 slots that I can borrow?
Maybe? Let me pull this in.
Something bound?
Yes. Okay. Hand me a couple things. Let's see. Cruiser. Okay, that's all cruiser.
See, things I can hand you. I will need these
Hand me all
back.
your Phoenix down.
No! You cannot have my Phoenix down.
Boy. And we'll see how this goes. Because, yeah, that's going to turn into a problem.
I can take some back if you need it back. I know, the excitement of fishing.
Uh-huh.
Hey, at least we're not going after Problematicus.
There we go, my first Yokoi Pleco. 2 slots left in inventory. Actually, that's Raw Black Star.
Did it just fold into your, Because I need those.
No, but I'm about to fold it into. Yeah. Okay, that temporarily reclaims space. That's what I should have done.
Interesting. The platter shell is also a collectible.
Okay.
Not one we want at the moment, but...
Is that the red?
The platter shell is a crab.
Yeah, but it's the red item. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I got a non-collectible earlier.
Yeah, fishing is weird in this game because sometimes it can be just very chill and relaxed. Sometimes it can be really boring. And then out of nowhere, panic ensues! There is so much running around screaming with like chickens with their heads cut off. That's fishing in this game. Up to 3.
I'm still at 1.
Remember, when you catch one, you can do an identical cast to make sure...
I know, that's what I was commenting on. I wish I'd remembered.
Yeah, I forgot about that too on my first one.
Collectible platter shell. Yokoi Pleco. Identical cast.
Yep. Since we know the Plecos are very much a medium cast, or a strong cast,
Ah.
don't even bother pulling in the ones.
Okay, let's see.
And we get... Nope.
Something bound.
Yeah, my Black Star Earrings of Gathering.
So, my parents went out today, did a little bit of toy donation shopping.
Okay.
Got one of the VTech learning sets. A general Mega Block set that's basically just a bunch of generic bricks that are more or less Duplo sized, actually.
I am complete.
I'm still at 3.
And
Can you take anything back?
I have 2 slots.
A few of it. Okay. Aha. Hold on just a moment.
Yeah.
Pinnacle.
Yeah, do that.
And then I'll be at 5. A few other things I don't remember, but they were wanting to kind of round out their budget with possibly some books, since nothing else really appealed. And they got a couple copies of the Cartoonist Club.
Oh, very nice.
And I got one for myself. It is amazing what printing can be like these days.
Yeah. So you need just one more fish.
And yes.
One more fish.
And it's kind of, have a story, have it oriented for kids and everything. and have that layered over understanding comics.
Huh.
Well, Scott McCloud did co-write it. Okay, that's 6.
Okay, we can head back now.
Yay! Nope, wrong thing. There we go. But so, the idea is think of it kind of like, say, grade school or anything is supposed to be middle school level, like comics party.
Uh-huh.
Because it's supposed to be a group of kids that get together because they're all basically all the excessively creative types and all have certain things they can do easily and certain things that don't come so easily. Like the first character you meet she's always thinking of stories. And she has a friend who is always drawing things and is going, I can't think of any stories. So, it's basically they form this school club for basically creating comics, which means they need to start understanding what comics are.
Always the trick.
Yeah. So, yeah, I haven't gotten that far into it, but it's being very good, very nice. Nice, white, presumably acid-free paper.
As your chair goes
color
squeak.
Printing. Yeah, well, that's what it does.
It goes
And is somewhere in the region of like a 250-page graphic novel. Definitely living up to some of the things I'd been seeing on Blue Sky.
Good. Okay, Donohano. We have fish. The Yokoi Pleco we need should be swimming in the waters, Hanu. Cast in some honeybees and you'll soon be swimming in Yokoi Plecos. Yeah, well.
Hopefully this will do. Yeah, I should have headroom.
Firm, very firm indeed. If I didn't know better, I'd say you just handed me solid ore.
Brings back memories. Many a happy day I spent splashing about in waters Hanu and watching the yokai plecos wiggle by. That was my version.
Ah! I wonder why I got something different.
Probably because you handed in higher quality.
Okay.
Or there might just be some randomness to it.
Random. What do you think, Pashini? Theron and Raleigh outdid themselves, if you ask me. By neither beak nor talon, as we say in Okano, nothing cracks a Yokoi Pleco without it say-so.
Perfect! I dare say I shall need a chisel. And you're going to eat this. I see, he already put it in his back pocket. Just look at all this plump meat. Enough for me to get the energies I need, and then much more. Would you both care for a bite? The soft parts, here.
Pleco or not
I
good
don't know
eating.
about that fully.
Just for the record, pleku are not good eaten.
As rich as any terrestrial game, wouldn't you say? What's more, the shell serves a natural seal during frying, trapping its subtle flavors inside. It sounds like you need to worry more about the not-so-subtle flavors.
You really know your cooking, Pashinane. I've never ventured far beyond hot grill and a spike of salt myself, but having tested your pleco all but proves that everything for every fancy fish there's an equivalent fancy recipe.
My, that smells delicious.
Ah, this would be mine. Your fish wouldn't happen to be for sale, would it? I came to the market on errands, but the aroma is simply to die for. I don't know. My apologies, ma'am, but that fish has already been spoken for.
Nonsense. I have partaken all that I require, so you are welcome to the rest. As for the recipe, it's really quite simple. First, you shall need a small chisel.
It's working, Theron. Ralia, the people are perusing our pretties. I never gave much thought to the recipes, but now that I see I can sell fish all on their own, and more fish Pashini masters, the more recipe we'll have to win new customers. Let's both keep our skills sharp, eh, lads? There's no telling what Pashinin will need next. Firm Fish Finder. I don't know, that title seems a bit
Fishy?
When did this go down?
Oh dear.
Well, we've gotten through this quest. Do we want to head to the moon?
I think so. A couple things first. One, I have some stuff to extract. Two, I have that shield, whatever it was. Is there a collectibles appraiser here?
I don't think so. I ditched all mine.
It's a way to get more of the
Blue script.
what's it? Also, how much room do you have?
I now have 6 slots. You can hand things back.
Oh yeah, that too. Well, first, contributions to the losing all your materia and melding fund.
Yeah.
Tell me when you're done.
I am done.
This is more Black Star than you handed me. When you're done, hand me any leftovers.
And the magnesium?
No?
Or, yeah, the Magnus. Yeah, magnesia.
Magnesia powder. There it is.
Thank you!
Uh-huh. That's script exchange. We need the opposite. We need the collectible.
I said that I don't know of any here.
Oh.
I was heading towards the moon.
I was too busy being mentally lost.
And this is different from the normal how?
I admitted to it. Are you going all the way to Garlemald?
Have you ditched those yet?
Those what?
The things you were looking to appraise?
Oh, no. I
Follow
have
me.
not. That's right, there is one here.
Yes, it's up. They're up this way.
Yes. I've used it before.
Collectible appraiser!
Let's see here. One platter shell. Looks like it is in the second band. No, it was at the top. I got the max. 44 purple gatherer script. And considering that I'm still trying to get all the folklore tomes.
Yep. By the way, you might want to
I
switch
need
to
all
mining.
the gathering script I can get. I might.
Oh, right. We can go through the aetheryte here now.
Also true.
Travel to Fena. Yep, we've got 3 quests here. Let's start with this one over here. My guess it's up on this
Or
platform.
a fabric made of glass fibers. What do you think? You might be onto something.
Okay, Mr. Vacuum Suit Specialist, what do you want?
Pilot wanted. The vacuum suit specialist seeks qualified candidates only.
Well, if it isn't Theron Vexna and Rylea Sarnath, the rumors don't do you justice. Say, I don't suppose you two have a moment, do you?
That's why we're here.
We're planning to conduct a high-altitude test flight. Though it's seldom necessary during standard operations, vacuum suits are equipped for it. Until recently, manned flights were prohibited, a safety precaution due to the difference in magnesium levels between Fena and Cirrus Adonrim. Now that we have sufficiently fewer project drones whizzing about, however, it should be possible to establish a safe flight path through the areas with low magnetic interference without risk of collision. The trouble is, we're still required to fly in pairs in case of emergency. I should love to have someone with you along with your skills in the air with me. Fantastic! Let me know when you're ready to strap in. Oh, we can strap in right now.
G-Warrior. Time to use all that G-Warrior training.
I miss flying my G-Warrior! They won't even let me take it out to shake the rust off anymore! So depressing. All set? Then let's start the test flight. Just follow my lead and try not to lag behind.
As it will take several minutes to establish a safe flight path, you may wish to cancel any pilot applications or pending duty finder registrations. Yes, board the vacuum suit. Large two-legged robots. How does this even get funded?
Exercise caution going near the grotto entrance, as personnel and supplies are concentrated there. Any malfunctions will be dangerous. Before you panic, however, know that these suits underwent a rigorous inspection for that very reason. Let's continue on.
Anything to show off this landscape.
Yes. You have a problem with that?
No.
We should be well outside the drone's flight path here, but nevertheless, let's check our visuals. Not seeing any drones. Sufficient distance confirmed. Onwards, then! Oh, there's a drone! Next, let's see what happens when we cut across the river to the volcano. We'll need to listen carefully for any signs of engine trouble, but in the meantime, we can enjoy the scenery. Everything looks so much like it's made of stained glass.
Kind of the point, but yes. They're going to have a hard time beating the architecture here, or topping the architecture here.
Yeah, but it would be suck to breathe in all these micro crystalline structures that are floating around.
Boy. Yeah, you want something worse than microplastic? Microglass.
Please tell me it's weathered microglass and not like... Around here, we can expect turbulence at high altitudes. Hot volcanic air tends to rise sharply. Granted, vacuum suits are designed to handle it, to a degree. It would be more concerned during the heavy glass storms. Heavy glass storms.
Yes.
Excellent. Now that the flight path has passed inspection, let's test out the automatic recall system.
It's a little too automatic.
We're here, safe and sound. That concludes the test flight. Do you have any thoughts or questions about the process? What a phenomenal flight path! I'm not saying that last one. No.
No.
I'm glad you liked it. Though our routes may be limited, these flights are still provide a valuable opportunity to survey large swaths of fauna from the air. For some research cases, a drone recording of the terrain simply does not compare to live observations, and there are times when repeating the same route might actually be a boon. I appreciate your input, however, and I will bear it in mind for the future. After you've had a moment to settle your stomach, please speak to me to collect your compensation. My eyes decided to start twitching.
No.
No fair.
The stream should be twitching, not your eyes.
I know. Let me pull out your payment, with apologies for the brief delay. The gill sack has met with some misfortunes upon being opened in front of a recently disembarked pilots in the past, you see.
Oh dear.
As for the suits, they are exporting the data from the flights as we speak. We'll pair that with your feedback to improve future operations. The route seems quite safe, but will require further testing before we can offer it to the entire initiative. We're bound to get some use out of it in the meantime, though. That's one down.
Mm-hmm.
Fiberglass.
Yes.
Fiberglass sounds cool until you have to try and use it. Then all hell breaks loose and fiberglass splinters everywhere. Hello, Mr. Ishgardian Glassworker.
Perspective reflected. The Ishgardian glassworker needs to touch glass.
Ow!
Well, he certainly came to the right place. Ah, an adventure. A proper adventure, that is. Out here, we are all adventurers of a sort, are we not? In sooth, however, I am a glassworker of Ishgard. 'Twas for that expertise that I was invited to take part in the initiative, and I have been quite content to oversee the work at Glassblower's Beacon. Yet, as my time here draws to a close, I find myself regretting having failed to venture further afield. I'm certain its vistas would inspire me for years to come. For that reason, I should like to take a brief stroll, and perhaps collect a few samples that might be incorporated into my future works. Provided you are willing to escort me through the harrowing environs, of course.
Yeah, we can do that.
Then I am in your debt. Once you have made your expert preparations for the trials ahead, let us meet to the southwest, within a safe distance of the grotto, of course.
Where is he on the map? Okay, he's down there. So we might want to actually just take the conveyor over.
Oh yeah, he's out there a bit.
I mean, we could walk it, but
We've had an aerial tour already.
yeah,
Or maybe we could use this buggy.
I don't think they'll let us use
What do
the
you think?
buggy.
Aww. I have a license for it. I have dandy power.
I know I have a license too, but they only let us use that on special occasions if we have a license.
But my dandy power.
Is lacking.
Oh. Breathtaking.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Oh, forgive me. I was captivated by the scenery. I thought to venture further, but perhaps the inspiration I seek can be gathered right here on our doorstep. As an associate of the initiative, you must be a capable artisan in your own right. Why not share in this artistic exercise with me? Bring me whatever fetching fragments speak to your aesthetic sense. I shall limit my search to these realms, lest I inadvertently endanger myself.
One fetching fragment?
Uh-huh. One fetching fragment fetched.
This environment's huge for just a gathering area.
I know. You're alive. Don't sound so surprised. Did you espy any works of art?
I think these will do you.
Fetching fragment. An exquisitely pigmented shard of natural glass found on Fema. You have an artisan's eye indeed. 'Twould be an honor to work with any one of these. You may count me thoroughly dazzled by the sights and samples both. But what of you? You have spent far more time wandering the star than I. How have you found your time on Fema?
Middle one.
Sure.
'Tis exploration itself I enjoy. For that, Fena is beautiful indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I was not going to say that last one.
I was kind of going, well, all three are true in a sense. Spoken like an adventurer, true. I confess that as beautiful as I find the Sea of Stars, it frightens me in equal measure.
As it should.
How much there is to see, and how limited my own view of it. The moment I stepped outside the grotto, I was nigh overcome. I'm glad to have glimpsed this star through your eyes, if only for a short while. Come, let us return to the beacon. But you don't want to try the hot lava section?
I would recommend against that one. No, I guess we do want this one. No? No, that goes south.
Okay.
We want this one.
Yeah, there we go.
There's our connecting hub. Kitty is in zoomy mode tonight.
I turned on the sprint.
I noticed.
You have my deepest gratitude, adventurers. I shall never forget the beauty of this day. And to think that I may have turned down the initiative's invitation were it not for my present struggle at the atelier. Not long ago, you see, Lord Emmerich himself commissioned a work of stained glass to celebrate the newfound harmony between man and dragon. From the first, I floundered. Long did I know dragons only as terrifying beasts. You see beauty, let alone kinship, in the visage of those creatures. It was beyond even my imagination. Now, however, I begin to understand. Even the most fearsome worm is but a single soul like you or I, facing the endless expanse with fear. And with wonder. I envision a dragon soaring between stars, graceful and strong, following a glimmer of light across an unimaginable distance. Fitting use for this glass, I should think.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
One left, and it's the big one.
Okay.
Hello, Mumuko. Good day to you, Theron, Rylea. Given that your duties on the star have all but concluded, I expect you have some time on your hands, correct? Not even, but you're going to dump stuff on us anyway, aren't you? Incorrect. Why, I believe I misheard. You do have time! Yes?
She's gonna twist your arm.
Surely this joke has run its course. Joke, my dear Theron and Rylea, I take your busy schedule quite seriously. That is why I'm asking ever so nicely. I've got
A manager's discernment. Mumuko prefers it when idle hands don't pretend otherwise.
Say hello to Facing Way, fellow project manager of the initiative. Grateful for all those stellar missions you've handled, Theron, Rylea. Your hands' work keeps the cogs turning. Me and Mumuko here keep them from rolling off to mother knows where. Her Lalafell eyes are indispensable for spotting trouble the average Lalpert might overlook. I've reversed... the reverse is equally true, I might add. Thus did we develop a multicultural management style during the Ragnarok's construction to prevent oversight in our, oversight project. Naturally, now that the core development of Fena is complete, we've been collecting feedback for a post-mortem review. Which is how we caught wind of a few screws that have come loose. Namely, Project Leader Commanding Way and Magitech Specialist Justa. They were initially keen to take on task of expanding the functionality of the initiative's machinery. All too keen. And now we have word that they're sneaking about and whispering in tones of nigh delirious excitement. Which means they started a project behind my back. What's more, they refuse to divulge any details of their new designs to management. Afraid of getting in trouble, we suspect. And so we turn to you two.
Dun dun.
You two are people they've worked alongside and trust. A potential collaborator in their eyes. Will you go in our place and find out what they're plotting? Thank you.
Yeah, well, sure, we'll go and find out. We might not tell you after we find out, but we'll go find out.
Thank you. We shall observe discreetly while you inquire. Yes, and we're really hoping we're not going to get stitches. Remember, under no circumstances should you let slip that we put you up to this. Yes, Mumuko. So, how's the standing looking? It definitely has shifted. No buns. At least I don't think we have any buns. Kitty, kitty.
Doesn't seem that way.
Kitty. Short stuff. Kitty, kitty. Cure.
kitties have it.
The kitties have it. What
It can
about
melt about anything, really.
what about glass? It can melt anything, really. Okay, what are we plotting? Just a commanding way. I know precisely which component we would require. Ah, another member of our merry crew. Always glad to have ye on deck, Theron, Rylea. Number 1 and I were just charting a bold course to reinvent the fleet's machinery. I may have gotten in touch carried away. Commanding Way is truly a visionary. They make the impossible seem plausible. You're too kind, Number 1. Now, about those mech designs. If you ask me, we're still leaving too much on the table. What about the ethereal sabers? We can duel marauding pirates all flashy-like. And the mechanism for transformation, or better yet, fusion! 5 units combining for 4 times the obliteration. Oh, God.
Oh no!
Aye! That's
They're inventing Voltron!
They're inventing Voltron! That's the stuff! Massive mech arms with drills attached, pulverized in fronts and above and below.
Boy, they're combining Voltron with Gurren Lagann.
Yes! Yes! Drill to the heavens! Had I the components from the standing Magitech evacuator, I could begin fitting them immediately. Guys. Well, what are you waiting for, Theron? Rylea? No.
Sanity.
No.
Gonna be waiting a long time.
Hold it right there, you two! You were expressly instructed not to lose sight of the initiative's needs, and what's all this about sabers and drill arms?
Well... why were we even
Management! There's no more dangerous than a leopard's lack of restraint paired with an engineer's ambitions. We should have never taken our eyes off of them. Tell me, did you toss common sense to the wind the instant we gave you this assignment?
Yes.
It was all rather tame at first, I assure you. An extension mechanism for the cranes, features to assist the scaffolding installation.
That is not where you ended up.
That is not where you ended up. Sensible enough. Do you have any suggestions in that vein, Theron? Rylea? I fear what would happen if we don't set these two to productive tasks immediately.
It means to scale cliffs and descend into
New
canyons.
canyons. Very good. Should the two of you submit plans to address that need, we will allow you to continue work on the machinery. We value your passion, but see that you do not lose sight of the common goal again. We have a budget to maintain.
Uh-oh.
As for you, Commanding Way, pray accompany me to my station. We will need to discuss your conduct. scallywags! I confess I let my good sense slip away from me. I simply feel so empowered here, as though I could build anything my heart desires. But for now, I should finish my maintenance tasks. Could you go and check on poor Commanding Way for me? I worry Momuko's lecture may run over long. I promise I shall keep my ambitions in check for now. Please, won't you go and rescue Commanding Way from their scolding? Yeah. Mr. Wannabe Pirate. Oh no, it's raining! And raining here actually sucks. Commanding Way. Alright, so it may be I let things get a little out of hand. A little.
Maybe. Commanding Way, you understand why we brought you here, correct? Well, I may have gotten a wee bit carried away. My duty was once to man the helm as my charges forged ahead into the unknown. If this exodus had gone as planned, I would have led a group to build a new home on whatever star offered us refuge. Heidelin even gave me this extra large body so I'd be easy to see. See? But no matter how big I am, it's not the sort of duty I can fulfill all by my lonesome. That's why being a leader is the initiative has meant so much to me. I still believe that a commander's role is to stand tall and inspire their crew, but I should have considered what exactly I was inspiring them to accomplish. It's seeing the initiative succeed that would make them the happiest after all. Promise you'll remember that, and please, do set a better example for your team in the future. Aye! You steered me back on a proper course. Glory to the initiative! Glory to operate kind.
What a headache. Barely finished on Fena and everyone's already tripping all over themselves in anticipation for the next star. Indeed, and despite Thamer and Rylea's efforts, we haven't seen the last of the trouble. In fact, I expect it will be along any moment now. What? Didn't I tell you? As we speak, a very important guest is traveling here from Aetherius by way of Cirrus Adornum. The details are confidential, but suffice to say that I'll be in touch.
Oh dear. And there's a sequel.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Ah, Thamer, Rylea, do you two have some time?
Again?
Maybe I don't. What then?
I don't. What then?
We just like screwing with her. Look, this is no time for games.
Like games. A manager's delegation. Mumuko wishes to reward your idle hands with a special introduction.
You recall I spoke of a special guest? Now that our first outpost on another star is complete, excuse me, the Forum has sent a representative to conduct an inspection. In light of your established rapport with the august institutions, I've elected to bring you along as an intermediary. You're welcome. Now, what? Now then, we're expected at the Cosmoport. Come along, you two.
I'm worried.
If Alpha and Omega show up. No, we actually get someone from the studio or the forum.
Yeah. I was half expecting Fortuno. But no.
Well, hello, miss. I don't think we've met before. Oh, she's of the Y tribe.
She sure is.
Welcome to Fena, Counselor Yebda?
Something like that.
Yebda? Or something like that? Oh, she's probably one of Yostola's sisters.
How many is she supposed to have?
Lots.
Okay. Because we certainly met one.
Yeah, and this would be number 2. Now they're... yeah, of the Y tribe. I pray your journey was not too taxing? Not at all. It has been quite the betrayal of my expectations until this very moment. I imagine the Forum's obligations here is plain, given that your initiative would not exist if it were not for the Ragnarok. If Atheros' first interstellar expedition, Ultima Thule notwithstanding, is to rely upon Charlene technology, it is the Forum's duty to safeguard it against misuse. Certainly, and we do our utmost to make your visit a fruitful one. Be no mistake, I have certain misgivings about this project.
Really?
Unwilling to see the fruits of our labor go to waste, Charlene has invested a great deal in the initiative to date. Technology, aye, but also coin and personnel. The majority of your researchers hail from our nation, do they not? Yet, following the final days, our actions are under greater scrutiny than ever before. Should it be suggested that our ambitions include extrastellar colonization, conflict is certain to follow. Our continued involvement is dependent upon the results outweighing that of risk, and I intend to make an honest accounting. Such a tremendous burden. You surely would be lightened with the assistance of the expert before you. I've heard tale of his myriad compliments, and some of hers as well, and their familiarity with all parties may indeed be a boon. What was that?
Meow.
I see.
Meow.
You are at liberty to avail of me your insight as you see fit. Then I leave you the counselor in your care. I suggest you begin by introducing her to all we've built here at Glassblower's Beacon. A quick note on Sunseeker Mikotes. They all tend to have a letter hyphen in their name. The letter, a letter apostrophe, and then the rest of the name. The letter denotes their tribe.
Yeah, at some point I need to have like a few months of spare time and start cataloging the various tribes.
I will also note that Rylea here is a moon keeper, not a sun seeker.
Yes.
There is cultural differences between the two. Do try your best not to offend Counselor Yaibda. Even for you, she may prove difficult. Yeah, academics, what do you want? I shall follow your lead. Do be thorough. Oh, hello.
And you didn't see that coming? Hold on. Oh, okay. Check the small talk. Right. No.
I apologize. It has been some time since you and your fellow scions stood before the forum, and I admit some curiosity as how you have to spend the intervening time. More the fool...
discovering the new world.
More fool I for considering you might be content to rest upon your laurels after your latest heroics. Judging by those calluses, you're ever bit the adventurer I heard so much about. Yeah, well, we keep busy.
Discuss the camp center.
Research submission and applied counters located in a well-trafficked nexus. Excellent. The initiative certainly has the appearance of a functioning cooperative, though naturally the details bear further investigation in future evaluations. Really? That's it?
Yep, that's it.
She is a Charlene scholar through and through. At least she has the legs to keep up with me, because I'm trying.
Is he still looking?
Yep, still looking. Key facilities at the center, encircled by residential and others, less vital structures. While the hangar position has been suitably adapted to Fina's geography, the layout bears a close resemblance to that of our original design for the post-Exodus colony. Indeed, scale notwithstanding, 'tis the very picture of the shelter we once envisioned for refugees of the final days, with comforts echoing those who found in the cities of Atheris. Clearly, the initiative recognizes how swiftly those without extensive field training can become unmoored without familiar amenities to provide a sense of psychological safety. And judging by your chosen facility's suitability to meet the initiative's participants' needs, I dare say your funding has been allocated with acumen. Am I satisfied with what I see here? But what of the rest?
Wet blanket.
Yes, she is. Looks like there's another talking square over here. Discuss the energy station. Am I to understand this singular facility powers the entire camp? 'Tis rather more complicated than Labyrinthos' solution. Also compact. Though 'tis not yet suitable for direct replacement for existing infrastructure of Atheris, it makes plain that the merits of experimentation with technologies that one day might become so. Which one do we want? I think we want this one over here, which we were probably just next to, because I'm an idiot.
I was wondering.
Zoom! Checking with her real quick.
Should be the same.
Yeah. Sometimes they change between speech thingies.
And Zinnies.
As a star, as beautiful from the ground 'tis from above, if not more so. Though I must say, it feels passing strange to descend upon a foreign world and see one's own countrymen milling about. "'Tis the first I've seen of many of the technologies at work here. Elaborate innovations, I suppose. Yet, each shaped by Charlean theoretics. Yeah. Yet each shaped by Charlean theoretics, if I am not mistaken. Despite knowing 'twas planned for the Exodus, to see it take another form on a star is surreal. I believe I've seen enough. The initiative's report provided sufficient background regarding the star's topology itself. Instead, I would ask that you share your informed opinion on this project. In detail. Yes, ma'am. Assuming you have the time to spare, of course.
We've been told we have the time. Choose the best responses to ensure a favorable evaluation from Yad. Mumuko is counting on you. As this inquiry may take several minutes, you may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations.
Very good. I'm obliged to mention that your answers will be included in my report verbatim, but I pray do not let that concern you.
No pressure.
How would you elevate the cooperation, or how would you evaluate the cooperation between Charlean and the Loprits? They actually complement their own strengths when they don't get headlong into things.
Yep. And even then,
Indeed.
kind of complementing each other's weaknesses.
It seems the Loprits rely on my countrymen to inject an amount of reason into the proceedings, while driving the project even forward with their unusual notions. 'Tis arguably a well-balanced partnership, as demonstrated by Mumuku and Phasingway. Their management system has prevented major problems from arising thus far. Next question, then. The initiative has recruited collaborators not just from Charlean, but other nations across Atheris. How would you describe their work? We each utilize unique skill sets in our pursuit of a unified purpose. I'm not saying the bottom one. That's just rude. I should be glad to include that in my report. The project surely benefits from the breadth of knowledge you described. And in turn, The insight gained from initiative luminaries will be distributed across the Theros upon their return, to the benefit for all generations. My next question pertains to technological developments. I noticed the machinery originally designed for Cirrus Adonum have now been repurposed for Fena. Would you say this is sufficient for the star's needs? I admit...
Sufficient? Okay.
Sufficient, yeah. But we're always looking to make improvements.
We're always making to... Yeah. And boy, are there improvements. I call the stained glass.
Operating as designed, then, even in heretofore unknown environs, which I imagine is reassuring to its designers here, as well as myself. It also speaks to a robust testing process before each phase of exploration. See that it continues, and the greater technology advancements are certain to follow. Now, my final question to you. In your opinion, what is the purpose of this initiative as a whole? Oh, give me a Star Trek line! Give me a Star Trek line!
To learn of the stars and to seek hope.
Always seek hope. 'Tis to be a journey in pursuit of searching away's lofty ideals, then. A trifle saccharine from my report, I fear. Yet I understand why this undertaking attracts those of similar minds. Perhaps I could even be converted.
Hey, after following the bluebird of despair across the universe, this is exactly what we need to be doing.
Yes. That includes my inquiries. That one so unexperienced with the trials and tribulations of the initiative has such optimistic views bodes well. In any case, I believe I have a sufficient understanding of the initiative's accomplishments to deem it worthy use of funding. Your cooperation will see me home to Charlene with fortuitous tidings, and for that, I thank you. I spoke earlier of my misgivings, whether Charlene's wisdom would be traded for naught but needless conflict. Now, however, I appreciate the true value of these undertakings. Gazing upon your stelloscope, I saw a promise that slumbers within distant worlds, and I felt again the same thrill when I first set foot on this magnificent star. 'Tis an experience better lived than spoken of, as you know well. Nevertheless, I shall do my level best to convey its worth to those of similar concerns. Theron Vexna, Ralia Sarnath, I am glad I've spoken with you two personally at last. I confess, my sister's stories have long piqued my curiosity.
You called it.
Ashtola made no mention of me. Though our mothers differ, she and I are two of 12 daughters sired by our late father, Rule. Naturally, I am the eldest. So there's your answer. 12! She has 12 sisters.
Yeah, Yashtola and May need to get together.
Yeah. She has a sister in the forum all along?
Yeah, that's kind of the surprising part.
We would have never been especially close, though I worry for her as any sister would. Thus, I admit, my journey here was made not purely out of obligation to the Forum, but I also wish to take your measure, and so I have. I trust you two will continue to offer your aid to the initiative, and dear Stola as well, however so your paths cross.
Don't worry. I will get her to get back together with Runar.
Yes!
I said that out loud.
I think that ship has already sailed. But I'm bumped.
Yeah, but does she know about this one?
That's a good question. Would you like us to speak of Major... Now then, I must return to Atheris and the endless tediums of petty politic maneuverings. But first, let us inform Momoko that I have no further business here. "12 sisters. Hoorah. I do wonder how Stola will react to the news of our meeting. Welcome back. So,
exterior calm and interior panic.
Yes. Welcome back. So, how did it go? Be at ease, Momoko. Your expert was a source of much constructive conversation as we toured the premises, and I conclude my inspection well satisfied. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that, Counselor. As you should be, for it speaks volumes about the success of the initiative to date. I shall look forward to your regular reports on any further progress. Given your capabilities, I trust I have nothing to fear in continuing to entrust you with the maintenance of the budget. But of course, on behalf of the initiative, allow me to offer my sincere thanks for making time in your busy schedule to visit us today. Thank the gods that's over. Oh. Even as foreign members ago, Chancellor Yabde is notoriously difficult to sway. I dreaded the worst, but it appeared I was correct in my choice of intermediaries. Now, with the Foreign's blessing, we strive even further into the great unknown. You have the time, don't you? We really need to do more here, but we need to do a lot of other things. And where do you want to park for the night?
Away from Mumuko.
Oh, hey, Naming Way. Countless discoveries were made here on Fina, but this is only the beginning. What awaits us on our next jaunt, I wonder?
More names.
Yeah, I think it's time to return to the Bestway Burrow.
Poof.
Poof?
Yes.
Poof? Poof! I would visit the Watcher for tea, because he seems to enjoy it, but there's no place to sit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's been so alone for so long, he just doesn't have any ability to host guests.
Especially, guess, on our scale.
Maybe we should get him a small patio table and chairs to go with it for Starlight Celebration. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
That way we can sit and have tea. I mean, I'd offer him to come to the sweet shop, but he'd have problems getting through the door. It'd be like us trying to get through the dwarf houses at Scree.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of feel bad about that. I'd want him a nice place for him to come and sit and enjoy. But it was kind of built before we met him, so... And this is kind of far away from the crystal tower. I'm sure that place would have plenty of places for him to sit and chill.
One would hope.
Sit and chill. This place is too chilly.
Yes. Get me out of here.
Yeah. We are not spending the night in Camp Broken Glass. I refuse to do that to my kitten.
Thank you. They haven't, like, reestablished any coffee houses in here, have they yet?
They do have a small food place right here.
Yeah.
Doesn't really count.
No. It's still more of a soup kitchen.
Yeah. Of which I'm really waiting for the TARDIS housing redesign, which is supposed to be in the upcoming live letter this Friday. Knock on
Really?
plywood.
Good luck.
Because once that happens, oh, the sweet shop, you better believe, is going to get redesigned. I mean, it's not bad now, but it does kind of feel like 10 pounds of potatoes in a 9-pound sack. And I'm wondering if that's hurting our customer base. What?
Nothing.
Though we could just hit teleport to the guild house and have sushi.
Ooh.
But that would require scrambling our atoms.
Eric's all lit up.
Yep, it does that.
Powering at it after all this time.
Yeah, because that thing's been around since the Great Flood. which was the 6th Umbral Calamity.
I think so. Maybe 5th.
Because Bahamut was the 7th.
Yes.
And we avoided the 8th!
Oh boy, yes.
So if we avoided the 8th, does that not count and the next one is actually the 8th? Technically, there should be no next one.
I was going to say, the point is there shouldn't be another one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to be cruel and land and teleport to the FC house. Or not the FC house, but Sweet Shop.
Okay.
Because nature is calling and it's knocking pretty hard at the door, so...
Yeah. I had a feeling.
Thank you all for coming along this evening. It was awesome to have you, and we actually cleaned up a lot of loose ends, so that works to our... That definitely works to our advantage. We will be back
Unfortunately, on Wednesday, we're back to torturing you.
Yep, back to torture for walkies. Until then, be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, everyone, have a great night. Hope to see you here on Wednesday at 9:30 Pacific.